Tonight on It's the Law, many of us have debt that, try as we might, is just really hard to pay off. But what happens when debt collectors start harassing you? Here to talk about your legal rights is Craig Cooper of James W. Davis & Associates. Craig, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. So I guess harassing might be a kind of a strong word, but let's say you have debt, like student loans or something like that, and they call your house, they call your workplace. What are your rights when it comes to that?
Well, you can stop them from calling your workplace once you put them on notice that you don't want them to call there anymore. Okay. So basically you tell them, please stop calling my work, or send them a letter. But that's kind of patching the problem. A student loan debt's a little bit different than other debt. Basically, you want to address the problem head on because it's not going to go away without, just by not having them call you at work. Student loan debt, you want to speak with them, work out a plan, maybe defer the loans. You want to seriously look at the idea of a bankruptcy. There's a lot of stigma associated with bankruptcy, I believe, in today's society. But if you have a situation where you have people, that are in a lot of debt, that don't know how to get underneath it, then there's different types of bankruptcy that caters to, different individuals. A lot of people,
like you said, there's a stigma with bankruptcy because people want to take responsibility for their debt that they've incurred from college and from other things as well. But let's go back to the issue of if these people keep calling you, or if you've asked them to stop calling your work or places where you don't feel comfortable having that information shared with other coworkers, things like that. What can you do in that case?
Well, what I would advise someone to do is to write a letter, maybe certify it to make sure they have it. They can be penalized by law. There's a $1,000 fine if they call you back again and you want to record that. In most cases, if you write them a letter and certify it, they'll stop after that.
Well, student loan rates are on the rise. The economy is not where it needs to be. If people need to file bankruptcy, then you would say just, don't let the stigma stop you, basically.
Well, student loan debt works a little bit differently in bankruptcy. But all the other debt that's associated with it comes along that wears people down in their life. I think that a lot of times when people look at a bankruptcy and what it does for them, it outweighs the amount of pressure and stress that having this debt, come down on them causes.
Well, Craig Cooper, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Good to have your expertise here. And if you have a legal question, you can send it to us. We'll answer it right here on the air. Just email it to itsthelaw@41nbc.com.